Okay, so now our homepage is pretty much set up. I've got my header, I've got my buttons all linked, and I went on and finished adding all of my August dates. So now that we've done all that, it's time to say, okay, well, what am I going to do for my modules? What am I going to do for my students' work? So I'm organizing mine in a module. I know a lot of people have said that they're just doing pages and they're going to add the pages into, I guess, whatever format that they're using. By the end of the year, if you do every subject every day a different page, you are going to have a lot of pages. So the way that you kind of organize this is through a module. So the way that I kind of think it, even though within the module I'm going to add a page, I'm still organizing it by the modules. So the modules is almost like a folder in Google Drive. You don't just have everything, every document you have in Google Drive there. You've kind of got it organized by folders. So basically a module is kind of like a folder. So I'm going to click on module, and this is what the school system has given to us. So all of this is in the module from the school system. And the way they usually look is they're usually all down like that. So when you scroll through, it's kind of overwhelming. I mean, it's very nice, and I'm glad that we've got an outline, but it is overwhelming. So what I do is I just minimize that one. I minimize the substitute teacher. And then here, I'm going to delete this module because I don't want my students to be able to see that. So I'm going to delete that. And also these that say do not publish, your students will not be able to see this. I teach kindergarten, so I don't really need any of this under my module. So I'm also going to delete that. So now I've got one big module set out. It's just easier. Instead of having to fill all that in, I am just going to go through and I'm going to remove a lot of these. So I'm going to remove my vocabulary. Again, this is kindergarten, so it's a little different. Now my unit 1, lesson 1, I'm going to keep. Okay, but then I'm going to delete all of this. The essential question, presentation, independent practice. I'm just going to delete all of that. Just so it's easier for my brain, because it can be overwhelming. And again, you do it how whatever's easiest for you. This is just easier for my brain to not have to process everything that's there. So I'm going to remove all of this. I'm fine leaving unit 1, lesson 2, but then again, I'm going to remove everything underneath it. All right. So I'm removing, and it is, I mean, you know, the organizational piece behind it may take a little while, you know, to do all of this, but it will, I'm going to leave unit 1, lesson 3 and delete everything under it. It will pay off in the long run. It'll end up being easier. The better you organize things now, the easier it's going to be later. So I'm going to delete all of this. Remove. And there might be a way, but I haven't found it. I haven't found a way to remove more than one at a time. I'm going to remove my unit summary. I'm also going to remove my test and the unit 1 wrap up. So the way that I'm going to organize my modules is by week. Again, I teach kindergarten, and so it's just easier for me to organize it like this. And what you have to remember, I've gone virtual this week, and so I've been able to spend a little bit more time on this since I am virtual. But what you have to remember is when you are virtually teaching, I am teaching phonics and math, and I'm doing shared reading. So if I look at my schedule there, I'm gonna pull up my schedule. There are a lot of things within my schedule that I'm doing during my during my Google Meets part. So a lot of these I won't add into it, but a lot of them I will. So I